This video, for you guys that don't know anything about the common point philosophy, I'm going to read it. The title, Decoding the Common Point Philosophy, the Inner Truth. Decoding the Common Point Philosophy, the Inner Truth. We are going to pick apart the philosophy, and then because of that surgery we're going to do, I'm going to explain to you how it has changed my life profoundly. Real quick, I'm not going to go into the history of it because that's going to take too much time. I want to jump into it right away. Do not click away, because this philosophy literally can change your life if you understand it, if you understand the principles of the common point philosophy. Do not click away, please. Please have some patience. No, I don't want to. Have some patience, and you just might learn something that will change your life profoundly as you go forward. Trust me. I will only speak the truth. I only give you the truth in my videos. I will never lie to you. I will never try to sell you a masterclass. I will never try to manipulate you. I will only give you the truth as I see it. And when I say the truth, I'm talking about analytical truth, not emotional truth, not biblical truth, not religious truth, not make-believe truth, not somebody else's philosophy truth. The truth, practical knowledge, is what Common Point is all about. Let's dive into decoding the Common Point philosophy. First, in the philosophy, there is a belief. A belief, I'm using that word lightly because I don't like belief, because I don't want to start a religion. It's not about a religion. But there is a logical belief, not an emotional belief. There's a logical belief in the philosophy that there is an entity called Source. I call it Source in my book, in this book. So, Source in the Common Point philosophy is in everything. It's not spiritual. It's a physical thing. It's not an emotional thing. It's not an emotional tug. It's not a spiritual thing. It's not a religious thing. It's a physical thing. But you cannot see it. Not all physical things are visible. I'm going to repeat that. Not all physical things are visible. Prove that to me, John. Air. You can't see it. You can't see air. You can feel it. You know it's there. You need it to live. So I'm going to compare Source to air or oxygen. Source is the oxygen of life. That's a really good comparison. Okay? Another thing that you, well, let's just go with air right now, okay? So if Source is like air and you can't see it, but you can feel it, you know it's there, it's an entity. It's in everything that exists. Here's the next thing about Common Point philosophy. Source is in everything. It's in this book. It's in my hand. It's in my shirt. It's in my bunny Leo back there that might scratch in a minute. It's in my office. It's in the lamp. It's in the air. It's in the water. It's in the universe. It's in the sky. It's on the moon. It's in the sun. It's in the ocean. It's in it's in everything that exists. It's an entity called Source. That entity that is like air, that you can't see, creates everything. It's not a God. It's not a religion. It's not a higher power. It just is. Okay? This is my belief. So follow me. Don't leave me, because this can change your life immensely. Even if you are religious, even if you do follow a faith, you can still understand this philosophy. So if source is in everything, I'm going to set my book down. If source is in everything, like my hand, how does it work? I don't know how it works. It's like religious people don't know how a spirit works or how soul works, but they believe it. But source is in everything that exists. We have, as human beings, as every living thing on the planet, have the ability to tap into source. I do. My bunny does. A tree does. Any living thing does. Also, take a drink, take a sip on this one, because you're going to go, what? When I say this to you. Decoding the common point philosophy. Also, in the philosophy, listen to me. Also, in the common point philosophy, everything is alive. Everything is alive. Not alive like we are, like breathing and, we're moving around, not like living things. But everything has source in it, which creates life, which creates other things. And because source is alive, and it's in this chair, it's in my hand, it's in my shirt, it's in the lamp, it's in the curtain behind me, it's in the camera that's filming me, it's my bunny that's sitting over there. Since it's in everything, it actually is alive. What? Source is a living entity that creates everything that's in everything. Okay? So how do you use it in your life? How do you connect the source? You don't really connect to it, you're part of it. I'm going to give you an example, and I did this example in another video, and the people that are probably watching me now didn't watch me 5 years ago, and I'm not going to dig up that old video. We're going to do a new one. How do you use source to be better at something? How do you use source to create a better life? How do you use source to be a better athlete, to be a better musician, to be a better human being? How do you tap into that? I'm going to show you. Let's take the athlete Simone Biles. Okay? Simone Biles is one of the greatest athletes that ever lived. And she's still alive. She's probably going to go to the Olympics again. When she gets on the balancing beam, when she's going to do her routine, or when she's going to do her routine, all the flips and all the stuff that she does in her routine, she gets so deeply focused into the whole environment of that arena. She doesn't just see herself on a beam. She takes in the whole essence, the whole source, as I was saying, in the arena. When she does that, that energy that comes from her, from all that, produces that energy and that focus for her to be as great as she is. If you are, that's one example. If you are just want to relax, if you just want to relax, and you go in your backyard and you sit down on a towel or a blanket and you're just looking at a bush. Let's say it's an azalea. Look into the flowers on the azalea plant. You look at the pretty flowers, they're yellow or red, whatever color they are. Let's say they're yellow. Just sit there. Okay, first of all, this is not meditation. It's not a dropping out. It is a connection. It's not a dropping out. It's a connection. You want to connect to source directly. Although we do it all day long unconsciously as we live, but if you want to connect to it directly, sit on a towel, you're looking at the flower. Just study the flower. Sit there and just study the flower. And the more time you study that flower, the deeper you're going to go into its essence, which is source. It's life essence. So you're studying that flower. You just focus, laser focus, like Simone Biles did when she's on the balancing beam. Laser focus on that one flower. Don't think about anything. Don't have any music going. Don't have any of that bullshit going on. Don't have any distractions. Our world is full of distractions, and the reason the distractions are there is to control you. Distractions are only for one thing, to control your mind, to have you veer away from what you're focused on. That's what a distraction's purpose is, okay? That's why our government wants to distract you. That's why our schools and educational system wants to distract you. That's why people want to distract you to control you. But you can get rid of those distractions by focusing on that flower. This is a very simple example of common point immersion, okay? Which connects you to source directly. Hear me out. So you're looking at the flower. You're just studying the flower. Don't take your eyes off the flower. Just focus on the flower. Focus on the colors. And the more you focus, the more you will see. The deeper you will go. And it's endless. It's like space. It is endless. So when at first you're saying, oh, there's a flower. There's just a flower. And then you see the stem. And then you see some beads of water on it. Then you might see a bug on it. Then you're going deeper and you're seeing the small little petals. Then you're going in deeper into the flower. And you're seeing the actual colors and the veins on the leaves and the veins in the flowers. You can go deeper and deeper. You can go forever on this. That is connecting to the source. Visually connecting to the source of that flower. When you do that, you are connecting to the energy. I use the word energy lightly because source is not an energy. Source creates energy, okay? Source creates the energy of the world. Source creates the physical things of the world. Source creates everything, okay? Think of it as God, but eliminate the religion. Think of it as a God, an essence, but eliminate the religious part of it. Kick that away. Because religions are designed by people. Religions are designed by man. What I was saying earlier about distraction, religions are distractions. Religion is designed to distract you. When you're distracted, you can be controlled. Hold that thought. Must have a sip. It's a little warm in here. Those are some examples of what source is. How can you connect the source to improve your life, to have an amazing life? Very simple. Pick anything that you want to do. I don't care what it is. And I used an example way back about buying a house or getting a better job or getting a better relationship or whatever. I'm trying to think of something completely different that I haven't done before because I don't want to be redundant on my videos. Let's say you want to buy a car. You want to buy a car. You have no money. You have no job. You have no means. You have crappy credit. You have nothing. But you do have the connection to source. We all do. This is how you can change the direction that you're going in so you can go in the direction that you need to be to get that car. Even with all those negative things that you have right now. You don't have any credit. You don't have a job. You don't have transportation. You don't have money. You've got nothing. Let's make it better. You don't even have a license. Your license was taken away. You've got nothing. You're totally boom. You've got it. You're down and out. But you have source. Everybody has a source. Like I said, it's in everything. It's everywhere. It's in you. And source will bring to you whatever you want if you seek it. Source will bring to you whatever you want if you seek it. I'm going to change the terminology of that. You will get whatever you want that you need. You will get whatever you want that you need. When you make it a need, the ability to achieve it will happen. Don't think, oh, I want a car. I want a car. No. In your position, you don't have a license, you don't have any money, you're living under a bridge, you don't have a job, you're a bum, you're down. It's not a want. It is a need. That's the first step of connecting to source to get what you want. You need to make it a need. How do you make it a need? You must go out, seek, and you will find. Seek, and you will find. Even though source is already there, that car you want is already there. It's sitting on a lot, it's got your name on it, it's waiting for you. It's already there. But you must seek it to see it. You must seek it. Hang on. I'm going to pat. You must seek it to see it. When you see it, you can achieve it. You must seek it to achieve it and see it. Then you can receive it. It's so simple. It's ridiculous. But people they don't get it. What we do, we're conditioned. Back to the manipulation part. We are so conditioned, especially in the United States, that you must do all these steps. Oh, well, you can't get a car until you get a job. You can't get a car until you get credit. You can't get a car until you make money. You don't have you got to get a license before you can get a car. All this bullshit that we put in front of us before we can receive what we need. But we can receive what we need when we understand this common point principle. Seek it as a need, not a want. Another sip. It's going to get better. Don't click away because this could change your damn life. Trust me. I don't care if you got to walk, if you got to ride a bike, if you got to take 5 buses, if you got to take a subway, if you got to take a boat, if you got to take a plane, if you got to hitchhike, I don't care what you got to do. I want you to put that car in your mind. What do you want? Start with looking at a magazine. That's what I want right there. I want a yellow Mustang. I want a yellow 1969 Mustang. I want a classic yellow 1969. I want that car right there that I'm looking at. There's a picture right there. Also, stop. This is not materializing things out of nothing. Forget, that's bullshit. Forget that. That is just nothing but a bunch of bullshit. You cannot materialize things out of nothing. You must have something to start with. What you start with is a need, not a want. So you crack open the book and you start looking at the Mustangs you want. That's the car I want right there. That's the yellow 1969 Mustang I want. It's yellow, the black Landau roof, that 5-speed. That's the car I want. That is the carrot. Then, like I said, you get in. a bus, hitchhike, have a buddy, whatever you want to do, and you go to car lots. You go to car lots. John, why would I go to a car lot and try to buy a car and I got no money, I got no credit, I got no license, I got nowhere, I got no job? Why the hell would I do that? Because it's an influence. It is an influence. And source works with influence. Source works with desire. Source is there. Everything you want is there. The car is there. The money's there. Repairing your license is there. Getting a job it's all there. Everything you want is there. You don't have, it's not materialized. It's already there. Everything you want in life is already there. The love of your life, the children of your life, the house of your life, the job of your life, the wealth of your life. Everything that you want is there. You don't materialize it. I'm going to say this as clear as I can. You cannot materialize anything. It is bullshit. Don't fall for the bullshit. So you go out and you get on your bus and you go to the car lot. You find that Mustang or you find something similar to it. And you go there and you talk to the guy about buying the car. You know, in the back of your mind, you don't have the wherewithal to buy this car. There is no way in hell I can buy this car today. But when you do that, when you take action on it, seek and you shall find. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Hold that thought. I will be right back. I'm back. Thanks for sticking with me. There was a little fly flying around. I was looking at the playbacks. If you see it in the beginning of this video, hopefully he's gone somewhere else. But that's how you can get any physical thing you want in life, by following those principles. Because what that will do when you put that in your mind, I'm going to say it again, I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it until the cows come home. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. It's not materializing anything. It is going out and taking action upon it. Seek and you shall find. Seek and you shall discover. When you discover something and you want it bad enough that you make it a need, when you desire it so strong, you will find the means to get that car. But you got to start. You got to start somewhere. And when it's like lighting a fuse. It's like pushing that first domino. That's how you utilize source in your life. You push that first domino. And the domino effect, next thing you go, you're driving down the road. There's a car. There's that car. There's the Mustang you wanted to buy. And if you keep doing that over and over and over again, the means will come to you to buy that car. It's not complicated. It's all in this book. Decoding the common point philosophy. That is what the common point philosophy is really rooted in and based around, is that belief system of source. Source being in everything. And you can use that for studying. You can use that for getting something you want. You can use that to find the love of your life. You can use that to finish school. You can use that to grow a garden. You can use that for relaxation. Anything you want to do, you can use the common point philosophy for. Okay? So I just wanted to make that really clear. So I've got other videos that I have on my site that talk about how immersion works. Okay? Talks about how to connect to source. Another really simple example, and I've done this in my videos a badillion times. If you just study your hand, literally just look at your hand, excuse me. If you just look at your hand long enough, you will start feeling the essence. You start feeling that. Energy is the wrong word, but I gotta use words that I can communicate to you so you understand what I'm saying. It's an essence. It's not an energy. It's not a spirit. It's not a soul. It's an essence. It's an entity that's in everything. It's in my hand. It's in your hand. You know, so if you just sit there and you literally just study your hand, Just look at like I was talking about the flower earlier. If you just take 10 minutes, and it's not meditation. It's immersion. Immersion is to immersions. If you look up the definition of immersion, Google it, or old-fashioned look in a dictionary. Immersion is like going underwater. That's an immersion. You're immersing yourself into something. You immerse yourself into trying to buy that car. You immerse yourself into connecting the source to try to get that education. You immerse yourself to try to, like Simone Biles on that balancing beam. She immerses herself totally into what she's doing, to the point where she doesn't see anything else. That she just sees that. And she creates an amazing result. You can use common point immersion for anything. No matter how lofty, whatever, I don't care how big it is. I want to be a billionaire, John. I don't care. I just want to buy a tiny house, John. I just want to buy that Mustang. I just want to have somebody that loves me. I want to have somebody I can go out with. Or I just want to sit in the backyard and look at the flower. Start small. Just start small so you can see the power, the amazing power that you have in you. That comes from the source of you. It's within everything. It's in the whole universe. Just tap into that essence, okay? And here is the really difficult part about a lot of people not understanding this. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's not just energy. It's just one thing, like spirit or God. It's not a one thing. It's like air. See, it's like, here is the air. This is all source. It's in everything. And what's amazing about source is it's not only in everything. You can create it. You can tap into it. As I was saying about my hand, it's so simple. If you just look at your hand long enough, it could take 3 minutes. It could take 10 minutes. It depends on the person. It depends on your focus. But if you just look at your hand, you can start to feel something. Just focus. Block everything out. Get rid of the chatter. Get rid of the manipulation. Get rid of the control. And just follow this. And just focus on your hand. You will start to feel an energy. Excuse me. Hang on for a second. Maybe I ate the bug. You will start to feel its essence. I hate to use the word energy because it's not an energy. It's not a spirit. It's not a soul. It's not a God. It's an entity. It's everything. It's everything. Like air. It's everywhere. It's everything. It's so hard. It took me so long to write this book. It's so hard to describe it. It's sort of undescribable in a way. But it's there. And you say, how can you describe something that's not there? It's like looking through a window. How can the human mind fathom the fact that you can actually look through something that's solid? When you look, literally, when you look through a window, it's a solid thing. It's solid particles. It's made out of sand, but it's solid particles. You can't look through my hand, but you can look through a window. How is that possible? How is it possible to look through something that's solid? But it is. How is it possible that there's air that keeps us alive, but we can't see it? Where is it? Well, where is this entity called air that without it we would die? We wouldn't live. That's source. Source is an entity that creates everything that's in everything that we cannot live without. But like I said about the guy earlier trying to buy the Mustang, focusing on that entity, if you focus on that entity enough, it will come true for you. It will happen for you. It's an immersion into that essence of that source. When I say the essence of that source, I'm not saying source as a physical thing. It's a physical thing that you want, but you got to connect into the unphysical to receive it. See what I'm saying? It's a physical thing. My hand's a physical thing. I can see the hand. And I can feel it if I touch it. It's there. It's there. It's a hand. But there's a deeper essence to the hand. There's a life essence to this hand. But I go in my day-to-day life, my day-to-day chores, what I do every day, I don't think about it. It's just my hand. Whatever. But something keeps it alive. Something is keeping it alive. What's keeping it alive? It's source. It's that lack of a bed, that energy connected to that source that's keeping me alive. But as human beings, because we have the ability to think, and ability to understand this, because of that, we can connect to it and create better lives for ourselves. Like the guy with a mustache. Not Mustang. I'm leaving that in. Every once in a while, I do bloopers because my brain goes quicker than my mouth and I stutter. That's sort of decoding the common point philosophy as far as source is concerned. But common point, understanding the common point philosophy can do amazing things in your life. The decoding of the common point philosophy. We didn't do the whole philosophy. There's a lot to it. There is a lot in this book. Years and years and years of work went into this book. And the practice of common point immersion was not something that I figured out overnight. It wasn't just something I just threw together and I'm going to put it in a book and I'm going to get people to follow this. Or let me write a book of a lot of bullshit and people will buy it. I not only discovered the possibilities and the amazing life that you can have by connecting to source. I not only did that over the years, many years of me trial and error with this theory. I thought to myself, I cannot put this in a book until I can prove it works. I cannot put this in a book and try to give it to you unless it really worked for me. And it is, and it does. I've started businesses, I've bought property, I've been in relationships, I've found better jobs, I've practiced better, I've become a better musician, I've become a better writer, songwriter. So many things I have achieved because of connecting to source in the common point philosophy. And until I can prove that to myself, without a doubt that it works, it's not some hocus pocus, praying, and all the other bullshit that goes with religion. It is a practical philosophy that works. It's a practical recipe that works if you practice it. So start small and try it. Just hear me out. Try it. Something as simple as looking at your hand or sitting in the backyard looking at that flower. And as I close this video down, I have this in another video of mine. When a loved one comes home tonight or tomorrow or this afternoon and they walk in the door, and they're your kids or your husband or your girlfriend or your wife, whoever they are, or your mother or your father, tell them, John asked you to do this. Do this for me, and I will prove to you that source exists that you can't see, like air. Tell them that you are going to hug them. Shut off your phone. Shut off the computer. Shut off anything that's going to interrupt you. And take 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Explain to them what you were doing. Take 5 minutes and take your child or your husband or your wife and hold them. Don't talk. Don't say a thing to them. Don't preempt anything. Don't explain anything. Just say, I just want to hug you. Do not talk. We are not going to talk. Don't let the kids interrupt you. Don't let anybody around you interrupt you. Have a private moment with that person or that child and just hold them for 5 minutes. Count in your head. Don't talk. Don't talk to each other. Just be silent and be deep into that immersion, that physical immersion of holding that person close to you. Don't think about your hands. Don't think about moving. When you do this, I guarantee you, like air, you can't see. We can't see the air. You can't see source. But when you do this, you will feel source. You will feel it. You will feel that energy. For lack of a better word, it is source. It's not an energy. But so you can understand it, I'm going to call it an energy. You will feel that between you. You will feel that between you. And it will connect. Like this. It will connect. And it will make you, as you were holding each other, as one entity. You are now one entity in that space. That is source. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like air. You can't see it. What I do, and I've talked about this in my other videos, I've got to a point now where I can literally walk in a park. And there can be a bottle brush tree with the limbs hanging down, the little red leaves. And you see some bumblebees on it. Bottle brush trees just hanging down like this. See them a lot up north, not too many in Florida. See a bottle brush tree, I can literally stop and I can just hold the limb of that tree. Feel the bottle brush limbs of that tree and close my eyes. And I can feel that essence. I can feel the life essence from that tree. I can share that life essence from that tree. It will give me that essence from that tree. I can do it with a tree. I can do it with my bunny. I can do it. You can do it with a cat or a dog or a horse. A tree. You can do it with the sky. That's connecting to source. There's so many ways you can connect to source. So many ways. Millions. There's not just one way. Remember this. It's not an energy. It's essence. It's like the air. You can't see it, but you can feel it. You can't see it, but it can open doors for you. You can't see it, but it can work for you if you understand it. Like I said earlier about the Mustang. See it in a book. Study it. Focus. Focus, like Simone Biles and the balancing beam earlier. Focus, focus, focus. Another example. When you go to a concert and you are so focused on watching the music on the stage and you don't see anything around you. It's like air. You don't see anything around you. You're just so focused on the performers on the stage. That's an immersion. That is another form of an immersion. You are immersed into what they are doing. They're immersed in what your reaction. Your reaction goes back and forth and back and forth. It's like that hug. You get that energy. You get that essence from that immersion, from seeing the band playing, and the band seeing you clap and yell and scream, and you become one in that arena. That source. That is source at work in your life. And you can take that to the bank. And you can take that understanding and the knowledge I'm giving you to create and get whatever you want if you understand it. Decoding the common point philosophy. Decoding. I like that. The common point philosophy. I got to go. Try it. Try the hug. I'm telling you. You're going to go, John's on to something. Anyway, down below in the show notes, you can notice a bunch of links. There's a link to my music, my songs. Just go into the playlist and the John songs. You can listen to my music, and my music my lyrics is related to a lot of this. Also down over here, I believe, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.